The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how... And drive! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And this is Ibrahimovic. That is good alertness. Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ribéry. Shot a goal! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, well played, well played. Long ball looking to counter. Messi. De Ligt. Ribéry. Some good work on the right flank here. Marquez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, played right into his big chance! And he should have made them pay.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
It's a pretty loose pass. Baresi. Now he's off and running.
Singapore definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
York, who does have an assist to his name. Marquez. It's a searching pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pinches it off him. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ribéry does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That pass has been well intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Seedorf. Out for a throw. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Drive! Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Hernandez has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Ibrahimovic! And again! And he keeps on giving it a go.
Knowing him, he's only going to be even more willing to shoot after that.
And we have our very first corner. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. And it's Ribéry. Leicester cuts out the pass. Makalele. And they're quick to get it back. That has been cut short. Davids. Nicely weighted ball. York. Makalele. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He can run onto that. Ribery. Now it's Ribery. Makalele does really well to win the ball there. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Succumbs to the pressure. Now that looks a decent ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
De Ligt. Davids.
2 added minutes has
York.
been indicated.
Looking for the run. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's intervened well there. Can he get it through? It's Asa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. York. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Indonesia with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling. Indonesia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Messi, and this is Messi. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? No, just not quite. Hernandez. Marquez. Now that's well seen too. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that pass isn't the best. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. Seedorf. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And here's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf delivers the ball. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Takes the shot! Davids. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Still just the single goal between the sides. Right, Shevchenko. Oh, he's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This is their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Serginho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 30, Messi. Number 9, Shevchenko.
And it's
Number
Azar.
3,
Shin to shin,
Right,
bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Number 27,
Excellent challenge
Rico.
there, uncompromising.
Number 8, targets.
Cristiano
Coming on the
Ronaldo.
field, number
He's beaten the line.
21.
He's had a shot! Brilliant from Hendrick! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's got away, and this is Lampard. Maldini did well to stay calm there. Indonesia have their third corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Makaleli. Now, can they get him away? Makaleli. And this is Ronaldo. Space for him to turn and look. Seedorf. Serginho. And he's in on goal. That's an excellent interception. That looks a good ball through. And he can thump it away. And it's Seedorf. And this is Ibrahimovic. Indonesia can consider themselves just about safe now. Marquez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. Oh, good take in a good area. Decent chance! That's going to go a long way. Cafu. That has ended up in no man's land. Hendrick. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Asa! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though.
And the number on the board is 3. Looking for options for movement. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Indonesia against Torino.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Takes a shot! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was up.
And the finish! Well taken goal. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, good take and a good area. Shevchenko! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu has got himself a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. That was travelling. Right, Shevchenko. Cute ball now. And Ribery!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. This is the time you need that pace.
Messi. Shevchenko. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Goulart does well to get it back. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, well played. Shevchenko. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he passes it long. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. And this is Shevchenko. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Dumfries charging forward, the ball at his feet. Dumfries is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Serginho, and they can counter here. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Throw it. Hernandez gets into a good position. This might spell danger. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Fling chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Ball is over the line. And it's Arda. Oh, nice touch. And he's gone. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Good read, needed to be. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Arda. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Great chance here from position A1. McAllister! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Torino have their second corner now. York clears it away. Dumfries.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, that's been intercepted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Ribery. York. Now it's Luca. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this? Dumfries. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Indonesia claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Substitution.
The second period is underway. Now it's Luka. He's through here. He's in a great position here. And that's an excellent interception. No way through. Cafu. Good running, strong and purposeful. Great vision. Messi! That's going to go a long way. And this is Ribery. Serginho. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found the way through. Luka proves just a little bit too strong. And it's been hooked away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Denzel Dumfries. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nicely shaped ball, and he cuts out the supply. Now it's Haaland. Vardiol. Played into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from
Gratis.
both sides.
Coming on to replace him is
Well timed, excellent
number 6.
interception.
Frank
Spread it
Lampard.
left.
Substitution in
Quick
progress.
look, thought about cutting inside. Looks across and plays it in. That is a brilliant interception. Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. Vardiol tries to clear. That's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So no flag here. That's a cute ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. York! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that.
Goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So, a breakthrough already. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
This is the time you need that pace.
Spread to the right. This might... Oh, he's all... And he shoots! It's hit the upright. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
It's Asa! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Hazard, shot a goal! Cafu gets it away. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Hazard. Now that's well seen too. Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Threads one in. Davids. Quality ball. Indonesia are looking to break at pace. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Looking for options for movement. Real chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Played out wide. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head.
York! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
York has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Vardiol. Looking tidy in possession here. Out towards the flank. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Van Nistelrooy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. And the shot's on here. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found space here. Totti. That is what... And Van Nistelrooy! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Nistelrooy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Shevchenko. Kamavinga. Caresses it through. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, perfect York. He's had a shot! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things... Can he finish? And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Alexander-Arnold. And this is Totti. He's in a great position here. And the whistle goes for half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that looks a decent ball, and he welcomes it in. Davids. Looking to play him in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Ribery. And smartly reclaimed. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Opts to York! And a terrific save from the keeper.
York clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Milan are looking to go forward now. Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And that's an errant pass. Played into space. That has been cut short. Tries to pass it through. Not a hint of offside here. And Shevchenko! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Totti. Nicely weighted ball. There's a sharp little ball here. Ake cuts out the pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's in on goal!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Has to go back here. Hazard! And he nearly went all the way.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Totti viene sostituito con il numero 15.
Indonesia can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And this is Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Incoming delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. Nicely aimed pass. Camavinga. Knocks it into space. And now the breakaway.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Tries to play it through, and he's definitely onside. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
So, what can they make of this? Neymar. Hernandez gets into a good position.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
This is Van Nistelrooy.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's a dangerous ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Indonesia may have thrown this away at the death. The keeper doing his best to put him off. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is. And a chance! And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Neymar, pass just lacking in accuracy. And that's it. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, these are desperate times. This is a critical fight for survival. They simply must avoid defeat.
Against Indonesia.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
In with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? Kimmich opts for safety, looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
And this is Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. Marquinhos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Ribéry. Ribéry unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He has found the way through. patience the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Mbappe. De Bruyne. And that is a little undercooked. Davis. Now that's well seen too. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He's in plenty of space here. Takes a shot! And he's done it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Great vision. Davis just loves to go forward whenever he can. Davis has the space to scheme. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Now this could be a chance. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's a sharp little ball here. York picks it up out wide. Chance for a shot! Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Kimmich looking to receive it in space. And this is Batistuta. Indonesia have a free kick. York, and he is York! Brilliant from York! A finish right from the top draw. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. And De Bruyne! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. De Bruyne played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance to De Bruyne! Serginho. And it's Hernandez. And this is Shevchenko. Spread out to the left. And he's managed to get free. And that's played in low. Davis clears without hesitation. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's the keeper's ball. Rice. Now De Bruyne. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. And this is Batistuta. Kimmich drives forward on the overlap.
Has been indicated.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And this could be the final action of the first half. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That has not gone well. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. And this is Shevchenko. De Bruyne. Now it's Kimmich. He's got away. Davids. Stood up well to him there.
Indonesia really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Kimmich gets a foot in here. That has been cut short. It's gone for a throw-in. De Bruyne looking to add to his goal. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Ribery. Kimmich did well to stay calm there. Incoming delivery. And that's the keeper's ball.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Davids, nice looking ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. De Bruyne. De Bruyne running with the ball. He shifted it to the flank. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Messi. Davids. And it's Shevchenko. Rice. Van Dijk. Now it's Batistuta. Always onto this. Not the most convincing of passes. Serginho. Now it's Ribery. York. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Batistuta. Davids. York. Rice. De Bruyne. And it's Kimmich. And the counter is on. Now it's DiMarco. For Rice. York. And this is Shevchenko. And it's De Bruyne. Space for him to turn and look. It's a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. York. Good ball, good take. Corner it is.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he shoots! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
After 77 minutes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Indonesia with the lead.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb.
Oh, good spread. Mbappe gets into a good position. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cristiano Ronaldo!
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 22.
Indonesia have their second corner now.
Number 32. Jamarco. Number
Indonesia
9.
could try it again now.
Coming on the field. Number
Indonesia
8.
have their
Dani
third corner.
Olmo. Number 7. Hazard. Number 10. Messi.
Well, there's the clearance. And that has left him in a heap.
Indonesia can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a promising position. This could be their final throw of the dice. Desperate defending required here. Kimmich plays it short. And that is headed for the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Terrific recovery, a really Well, the permutations are as simple as they are exciting. One remaining shot and they must hit the bullseye. There's nothing quite like last day drama. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Indonesia with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. And he shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hernandez. Great chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it. They are level. You raise your game and we raise ours. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Indonesia restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Threads one in. And it's Ribery. And here's Shevchenko. Shot, surely! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And smartly reclaimed. Shevchenko. York receives it in a good position here. Dani Olmo.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that could set him on his way. Hernandez has it out wide and in space. Showing good feet. And it's Ribery. This looks promising. Gerrard. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Silvestre, and he's managed to get free. He's rising! Ribery. Indonesia are looking to break at pace. And this is Ribery. He is through here. And Ribery! Oh, it's hit the post. Serginho, oh, easy pickings there. Tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? That ball looks a good one. He's got away. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Gerrard. Pinches it off him. That's good play. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Howson cuts it out. He's in, one chance for a shot! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! A finish of true class! They have turned it round and they are celebrating. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Serginho. Ambitious ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's put paid to the danger. Crosses it in. York trying to keep this in. And the keeper's given it away. York. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Davids. Nice looking ball. That's an imaginative pass. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cafu. And Serginho. Hernandez. Ribéry. Hernandez, given the lift of his goal. Gerrard. Chance here to counter.
2 added minutes has
And
been
it's Alexander
indicated.
Arnold. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Backward it goes. Shevchenko. And Serginho. Ribéry. And we've reached half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy.
And if you do have
And
a
we are
chance
up
today,
to the
please
break.
take some time
I've
out
been
to
left
give your
almost
support to our
breathless here,
better
Peter.
stadium
This
fund.
is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Indonesia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1.
Substitution.
And here is the first touch of the second half. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Right, Shevchenko. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be met.
Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there. Reverse psychology, perhaps. Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
Now it's Ribéry. It's Hernandez. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Azar. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Azar. Marquinhos. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Probing pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looking for the run. Gerrard. Oh, good Shevchenko! And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 30, Messi.
So we have movement on
Coming
both
on the
benches.
field is
Indonesia
number
go up
21,
by 2 and are looking good.
Substitution
Well, there's
in
only one
progress.
team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Silvestre. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. Ribery picks it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And now I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us. And Shevchenko! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's managed to get free. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Shevchenko. York. Rijkaard. Lee Kang-in. Now it's Lopez. Spread neatly. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out...
Chance! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Picked out brilliantly, and the shot! And yes, it's there! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
York really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Indonesia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Fermin gets into a good position. Shevchenko, towering header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
A probing pass. Oh, super find. Oh, he's been caught napping. Rijkaard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's played through for him. Big chance! Super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's through here. He's found the way through. Hangs in a cross. And he's there to belt it away. He's had it taken off him. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Gerrard, looking for options for movement. Marquinhos. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Ribéry. And that is... Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Indonesia presented with a golden opportunity here. A big, deep breath. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Lee Kang-in conjures time and space where few can. Hernandez. York. And it's Serginho. Fermin looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lee Kang-in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's straight offside. Engages and forces him off the ball. We are into stoppage time. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And Hernandez. Davids. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's very neat. And it's Serginho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is the end of the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch.
York! Goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Shevchenko.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Shot, surely! And it's in! Into the lead once more. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Madrid have their lead. Now it's Lopez, and he's worked it through. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
And a chance! Well taken goal. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could move up a gear here. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's all alone. Takes a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Shevchenko, decent chance! Now who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get rid. Cristiano Ronaldo, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process.
Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put...
He's having a shot! In he goes again! And no mistake! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lampard. Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! And that's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. David Villa. Oh, they could be caught out here. And this is Raul. He is through here. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own. About as smooth as it gets. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. He has found the way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Lampard. Serginho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.